Hello there, welcome to Watson's Daily TV. I'm Peter Watson and I'm here with my take on two major topics in this morning's business news, distilled for you in 3 minutes. This is a cut down version of my weekday newsletter, Watson's Daily, in which I usually comment on a number of companies and themes. Can I beat the buzzer? Sorry again for my voice, it's still been bad from last week. Today, I'm going to talk about Trump's tariffs and health tracker use by insurers. As we head into the US midterm elections this week, where we marvel at Trump's admiration for beautiful barbed wire, both corporate America and China are still adjusting to the trade war tariffs currently in place, as there are winners and losers on both sides. On the American side, for every Caterpillar that's doing well because they've got manufacturing on both sides of the trade divide, there are US timber and grain companies who are suddenly suffering. Now, on the China side, you've got companies like Alibaba who are cutting their revenue forecasts because of a China slowdown that hasn't been helped by an imposition of taxes on both sides. Now, funnily enough, Alibaba's founder Jack Ma said he believed that the trade wars could go on for 2 decades and that both sides would suffer. Although I think that is a bit of an exaggeration, it is going to be tough to get both sides to agree on some kind of deal. Now, I think that China will be able to play the waiting game longer than the US because it can fudge its numbers more easily than the Americans. So, for instance, in order to avoid handing Trump a victory of sorts by falling short of its year-end GDP growth target, I'd be willing to bet that a small sum that China will miraculously hit their target despite the recent slowdown. Trump, on the other hand, will find it harder to fiddle the numbers, so will probably want to get a deal sooner rather than later. The other thing I wanted to talk about today was South African insurer Vitality, which is a subsidiary of the £6 billion South African insurer Discovery. It is starting to use data recorded by devices including Fitbits and Apple Watches to price up health insurance, with incentives going to those who take positive steps to improve their lifestyle. Incentives include things like Starbucks coffees, monthly subscriptions to Amazon Prime, and tickets to Premier League football matches. Now, I think that this is an interesting and understandable development which will presumably attract fewer at-risk customers, meaning less payouts. The only thing is it does seem a bit creepy that an insurance company can look at this kind of data. Still, given that insurers use telematics to monitor car drivers in return for lower premiums, seems like a logical next step to transfer this to humans. Anyway, you can get more detail on these stories and more in my daily weekday blog on watsonsdaily.com. For instance, in today's edition, I talk about Apple's new reporting guidelines and the latest developments for Patisserie Valerie, Wagamama's, and increasing the living wage. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, Watson's Daily is intended to give you the essence of the day's commercial news with opinion. You can read the whole thing in anything between 1 and 7 minutes. Please go to watsonsdaily.com to find out more if you're interested. See you tomorrow, and thanks for watching me get through this with my funny voice. Watson out.